So if we still wanted to go over the Mario cartoon, I have a lot of notes for the first act.
Ready?
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, go for it.
So I don't know about you guys, but in reviewing the first episode of the Super Mario 3 cartoon, it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me, because I remember watching those dumb cartoons when I was a kid, and I love hearing all the sound effects in the episodes, because it's just great. And I know they did that for the one that they based off of Super Mario Brothers 2, and the one for Legend of Zelda, and it's just pretty awesome to me. I don't know if they did them for Captain N. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I cannot remember either. It is amazing to me that I think that's what makes a good video game cartoon, when it actually uses the sound effects from the game. I mean, even in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano, I mean, they had the sound effects in just the live action. I'm like, okay, this is Mario to me. It gives really, really good imagery for theater of the mind. And because of that, I'm just like, okay, I can enjoy this show because it's hitting all those strings and everything for the game itself.
Now, speaking of that, he did not come back to voice Mario again. I don't know if you noticed that.
Lou Albano?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that.
There's
That
only
was,
two. Can you find out the only two characters that came back to voice the same characters?
From the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yes.
Whew. I can find out for you.
No, I know who they are already.
Well, I don't.
I figured it out while I was watching.
Okay, educate us.
The only two characters that came back were Bowser and Toad. Everybody else has different voices, which makes sense. Mario and Luigi and Princess Peach. Or Toadstool, as she was called back in the day.
Princess Toadstool. That was back in the day, and they did like so much different crossovers for the first episode. They decided to go, let's go Ninja Turtles, but with Ninja Koopas.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But that's something they've been doing. It like they did in like every episode. They were just parodies of something, because they couldn't actually write a good episode. They were like, just let's parody something and go with it, and then we'll finish it.
But somehow it ends up still better than Bubsy and the Battletoads pilot.
I could watch this show and not sit there and go.
I just wonder why Bowser looks like King K. Rool.
Or does King K. Rool look like Bowser?
Yeah, which one came first? Because King K. Rool...
Which one came first, the rule or the bow?
I do like how they made Bowser green. It's just like, okay. You can still tell it's Bowser. Because I guess they were just going with like his game design, but... Yeah, you could still tell it's Bowser, but not Bowser. It's so cool. Somebody actually like made like fan art of that Bowser as King Koopa in the style of modern Bowser. Like they gave him like the side profile and crossing his arms and just staring at the camera with a menacing look.
Did you like how they the first episode they were doing Giant Land?
I didn't even pick up on that.
You didn't even pick up on that, and they explained why, like they turned them into weird animals for the game.
Oh, because they use the freaking like wand.
Yeah, this is like the intro to the actual game.
Yeah, the intro to the actual game, but I think they use the wand for every level. Where like one thing he's like a dog, and the other one he's just like a poodle or something like that.
The dog is a poodle.
Yeah, we're just gonna use that as a. Oh, of course. We're just gonna use that
Sounds like
as a.
sounds like a secret code in a game. The dog is a poodle.
The one code that I remember that's kind of like that was with Destruction Derby 2, and the code was called Max R Poo. MACSRPOO.
Sound like you were doing the Mickey Mouse Club.
MACSRPOO.
I also didn't notice at 302 that Mario jumps higher than Luigi. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Oh boy, yeah, that is bullshit.
Yeah, so Mario jumps right up to the pipe, and then Luigi has to jump on top of like a overhang and then up. I was like, the fuck? How'd you guys fuck that up?
He wasn't trying too hard.
Yeah, because it's like the attention to detail. They get all these other details right about the game, and then they're just like, well, Mario jumping higher than Luigi? Bullshit. Total bullshit. Although, did people really pick up on that back in the day, or is it just something that we just know just by looking at the game mechanics?
It came in Luigi. It came in Mario 2.
Yeah, that's because they all had different abilities. Because if you remember, Peach could float. Toad, I don't know what Toad did.
He was strong. He could hump out some turnips.
I was gonna guess that, but I was like, what was he strong for? What was he doing? Just pulling up plantage.
Pulling up plantage and digging.
Mario
Luigi
2,
jumped higher.
the game made from Doki Doki Panic.
And that was 2 years before the Mario series went. Well, this Mario series.
That's right. I did notice some flubs. And if I'm thinking about flubs, I always go back to the Ninja Turtles cartoon because they messed up all the fucking time. Ray knows what I'm talking about.
Attack of the Killer Pizzas, especially.
There's like two turtles colored the same color. Or
Yep.
Michelangelo talking out of Donatello's voice, or like all kinds of shit.
Shit that you would just be like, oh, what the fuck happened there?
Yeah, you don't
Oh,
even
God.
notice it until like. At least when I was a kid, I didn't notice things like that. But as an adult, I'm like, man, they really fucked up.
There's Shatner. There's Lewis. There's Shatner. There's Lewis.
So one time they colored Luigi blue.
He was sad.
They ran out of green. They ran out of green palette.
And then one time they colored him the same color as Mario. And it wasn't like they weren't on like separate screens. Luigi was locked up in the cage and he was colored the same color as Mario.
They're like early episodes of
And
Dragon
it happened
Ball Z.
it happened twice. I have it down. It happened twice.
Is that like early episodes of Dragon Ball Z where Vegeta had like this like poop colors on?
I think that's just how he is. And then I think I wrote down like later in the episode, Luigi and Toad still had this like weird face. I think it was the precursor to like the Luigi driving face because he was like, I'm like, who drew that?
Did you see the compilation where they put freaking Jim Ross over top of him? You stupid son of a bitch! Do you realize what you've done?
No, but now I need to.
Yes, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, there's just a compilation of memes over top of Luigi's driving face, and they're all fantastic.
And the last thing we gotta talk about is that fucking ninja song.
because every single cartoon episode with ninjas has to have a ninja song. Of course they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it not to be as cringy as most like cartoon songs, and I just found it to be actually found it to be pretty interesting in terms of content. But man, this was obviously, if you want to go more in depth about the song, like up there as I would definitely put it over Battletoads as Jesse's band.
Well, the funny thing is that I think every episode has a song, and now I'm kind of excited to hear all the songs.
Get one with Pond Hopper. We're just surfing, yeah.
Well, it looks like there's an episode where they're all in frog suits, so I obviously cannot wait for that. Oh yeah, here it is. I was looking for it. They have the songs listed on the side. I want you guys to know that the song is called Ninja Man. And it's so funny. It says, you're a head-banded, sweat-banded, underhanded ninja man. Tough talking, fast walking, Koopa stalking, ninja man. Those are the best lyrics I've ever heard in my entire life.
Insane lyrics. Just absolutely insane lyrics.
Ninja Man, does whatever ninja can.
Is that now a reference to Mario's original name, Jumpman? Ninja Man.
I guess it is now.
They pay attention to some detail, somewhat.
Well, they changed his name away from Jumpman after the creator got mugged. I ain't gonna get no jumped again.
He's like, I was only doing what you said, Jumpman. Okay.
So I did. All right, that's all I got for that episode. We can talk about the other one at a later time. I didn't write so many notes down.
Yeah, let's just say video games have come full circle when they take place in the White House, and now they take place in the White House again with Guilty Gear Strive and Bill Clinton, who infamously said with a Guilty Gear ad, "Kill your friends, guilt-free." What is up with the violence in these games? Bill Clinton is now in Guilty Gear Strive.
That's great.
Yeah, if you turn the camera around, they put his portrait in the White House.
Awesome.
Wishful thinking.